Little change up from Dunkin', going to Starbucks today. Welcome to today's video as of recording of this Wednesday, May 28th, 2025. A couple of days prior to a few new releases for the Switch, and then of course the Switch 2, the grand release in just over a week, I think 7 days as of recording of this, whether you pre-ordered or if you're gonna get on the actual release day, pretty much midnight. Unless you're Pacific, it is a little earlier, but I wanted to kind of continue with the little Switch talk we did yesterday, previous video, in buying from third party. Why I'm emphasizing do not buy from third party. I have a couple of things that will, a little positive outcome on that. I did read a comment that, what will Nintendo do to prevent this? Like, how are they going to prevent it? They're already doing it, and I'm going to get to that. And good things to come for those who wait. So just to kind of build off of that one. I also want to share that a very special cat to me, my aunt's love of her life, Blue. He was such a good boy. Passed away today, and I just actually took this off of a video over a year ago when I was doing a little food review with him in San Diego, and I just want to share with everybody. He was such a great cat, and you know, my heart's just pouring out right now. My aunt, I feel so bad for her. And thinking about him the last couple of days, dreading today, and I just wanted to share with everybody that Blue passed on, and man, was he just the greatest cat. There's also some huge news coming from McFarlane. I got some emails today, and was I surprised to see what I saw? And I was kind of asking for something like this. We'll get to some news on that, along with the top 10 Nickelodeon shows. See if we agree with this list. But yeah, we're gonna talk a little Switch 2 on absolutely do not overpay from third party. I'm telling you, there's absolutely no reason to. We might be going across the street over to the Mayfair Best Buy. I wanted to come out here. We were in Waukesha last night, went to GameStop, wanted to stop at the GameStop here, see if there's anything different, anything closer to the Switch 2. That'd be a good place to talk about why not to overpay, why not to buy anything from any third party. And I'm gonna get into that once we get inside here. Temperature is pretty cool, 60 degrees. Low at 54. Actually, the high is 60. We got some rain earlier. Might rain tomorrow, so kind of getting in between the you know, the summer, the cool weather. Seagulls are out here wondering what the heck is going on with this weather. I was thinking about the fact that this GameStop's at the mall. How would that work with the midnight release if the mall isn't open at midnight? Is it regular store hours or mall hours? Might be a little different here. Still open right here where I'm sure the Switch 2 display will go. As of right now, there's nothing different leading up to it, about 7 days away. So I did ask, and it's gonna be completely different at the mall. So if you're planning on trying to score the midnight release at a GameStop, at a mall, not an outdoor mall, but a closed, I feel like the night at the Roxbury, the indoor-outdoor nightclub. If you pick up, if you want to get it at a mall, like a regular closed mall, you won't be able to get it after 11. So the 3 o'clock, you would have to be here for the pre-order, but they're not going to have a midnight release because the malls aren't open like that. So it's going to work a little bit different at this location. I didn't really think about that until going up the escalator. So if you're kind of wondering about, you know, trying to chance it at a GameStop, don't hit a mall. Hit a different GameStop, unless it's an outdoor mall. Really quick, there are some newer figures here. Just wanted to go over here. We saw the Daredevil. There is a Spider-Man here. Now with the packaging, I think this is a re-release, because I think we saw this, but the fact that it's available, like I never saw the Maximum Spider-Man, and I know that there's something else. I can't think, but seeing this kind of reassures you that, you know, if you miss out on stuff, eventually you just step into a GameStop and boom, it's right there, just like that Dr. Doom mask. Nintendo Switch 2 units spotted in the wild, which we covered this yesterday. They were showing up at Targets. They're there. You can't get them yet, but they're already in stores. And my hunch was, hey Bob.
Hey, how you doing?
All right, how are you?
I'm good.
Hey, I was just talking. So with the midnight release,
Yeah.
not happening here.
No, it is for Switch 2. Switch 2.
Yeah. How does it work?
Every GameStop in Wisconsin, right? That's doing on. We start pre-ringing at 3 p.m. Meaning, at 3 p.m. we'll start ringing up systems and games accessories. We can't hand them out till 11:01.
Well,
right. So basically,
you have to be here though because the malls are locked.
Yeah. Well.
And I totally put Bob on the spot. So what they want to encourage, first of all, if you're here for the pre-order, and then the release is get here before 11. Now I'm trying to find where it's right here. Get here before 11. They will be here until midnight. So if you're coming to Mayfair, if you're familiar with this mall, there's a Five Guys right down here. This will be the only entrance open. If let's say you came here at 11 o'clock. You'd have to walk in through Five Guys and then come up here. There's not going to be any other stores open at this mall. And after 12, that's it. This will be closed. So there's going to have a ticket system. So people, you're going to get whatever system. There's going to be stanchions over here. People are going to be lined up down the aisle. But literally, you should be in and out of here. Now, if you didn't pre-order, Bob felt so confident that GameStops in general are going to have so many Switches. And this is another thing: is do not overpay. Do not try to buy from a third party. If you want a Switch that first week, you will find a Switch at GameStop. He's guaranteeing that. Could be 50, 60, dare I say 100 Switch 2 at a GameStop. And that's not counting the pre-orders. And that's just the first wave. Now I can't get confirmation on when those sell out, like the next wave, how long will that be? Because that's when people get desperate. That's when you go on eBay and you're like, okay, I just want to pick one up. But remember, we talked about Nintendo making, I want to say like 15 million Switch 2s between, maybe it was up to 2025, between now and next March. So in that time frame, there's going to be a zillion Switch 2s, so a ton of them. Absolutely no reason to overpay. Basically, Nintendo is warning people not to buy from scalpers. The thing is, with Target getting Switches, we saw those images. People are doing unboxing videos, but you can't plan. There's no update. The update will be on release day, so you won't be able to do anything on this Switch. So another reason is don't buy it early. If for some reason you get your hands on something, there's no reason to get it because it's going to be basically like this Funko Pop figure. You're not going to get any action out of any of this stuff. You will be able to walk into a GameStop, and plus, not to mention the fact of Target, Best Buy will have Switch. Look at this new Joker. And just to show you how crazy stupid some of these prices are, look at $639.95. $799. I mean, I saw things going up as much as $900. Like there are, if you just search Switch 2, like you're gonna come across look at $724.99. There's absolutely right here no reason to pay this. You just got to get out. You got to get out and you'll pick one up. Now this might be the first time I've seen this. I didn't realize the Iron Man was this big. I thought he was the size of this Spider-Man. So this is first time seeing this in person. That is huge. I didn't really know this was here. I was talking to Bob. We were standing out in the doorway. I saw the image on the back. I'm like, oh, they got the Iron Man here, and I didn't put two and two together that this is a big one. Look at that. And just stopping at the clearance here. So we saw this. I didn't see the bug, but the Brainiac ship. It's like $5.99, $4.99 at Ross. The bug on clearance. Oh my gosh. Hold on, I dropped Stitch. have to apologize. I thought I had that under control. So the clearance price is $21.97 for the bug. We're far away from getting that $5.99, but that's the cheapest. I've seen that in person because I never saw this at Ross, but some people actually picked that up for $5-6 at Ross. It's $22 here. And I never really looked at it. It's cool that you can have Booster Gold and the Blue Beetle. Like he'll hang from there. And then they both sit in there. So yeah, I had no idea. I thought it was just like a one-person theater, so it's pretty cool. You know, if they did a movie, you know, they did a Blue Beetle, they should have did one with him and Booster Gold. Which reminds me to check out a bunch of emails that I got from McFarlane. All superpowers. We have Ultraman. We have Mr. Terrific's ship here. It gets better. Here's all of them. There is a Fortress of Solitude. I go, you gotta be kidding me. I walk into any store and I see the Fortress of Solitude. I am jumping on that, and we've all decided that we're just gonna call him Mr. Roboto. Also on the multiverse, we have Ultraman, we have Lex Luthor, so some other things to keep our eye out. I still have not seen any other Superman than, I believe those were Spin Masters at Target the other night. These should just be showing up any day. Along with Hawkgirl. I actually thought that maybe we'd come across some here, but so I wanted to come out to this location, not only to check out the Switch, but just to see if there was any of the Superman here yet. So nothing yet, but that could change. I was just told that GameStop gets about 5,000 people each week. Like, think of all the people that go through there. I can't believe there's going to be that many Switch extra. Not just talking the pre-order. Try to get a little feedback on release day for Best Buy. As far as GameStop, very likely you'll come across one. Just switching gears for a second. Ride the Rapids. Shooting the Rapids Deluxe launches soon. It launches tomorrow as a recording of this. So Thursday, as you're watching this video, the 29th, we'll have a new pinball pack for both the HD and the 4K. Looks like this it's from 1979, so 46-year-old table. We'll see how it plays. Definitely be checking that out tomorrow. Kind of moving some things around here. Very open space. Joker would be happy. Like Vicky Vale's apartment, lots of space. Best Buy will be doing a midnight release day too after the pre-order, so whatever they have remaining, which we know nobody really knows how many, but the fact that GameStop could have, again, dare I say, 100, could be a good amount at Best Buy too. Shaq, my gut is telling me that GameStop is going to have more Switch 2 than Best Buy, more than Target, more than Walmart. I just think that there's an incentive to go to GameStop on launch day. It's going to be tough here. You know, whatever left after the pre-orders will be, you know, first come, first serve. Let's say there's, you know, these are the Switch 2. Like, I don't expect there to be a ton at Best Buy. But GameStop, on the other hand, I feel the most confident with. There is a box back there. It might just be so this doesn't cave in, but there is something there. The shelves we saw yesterday actually had areas that, you know, something like this. They had like slots, like they were ready to restock. I think Best Buy in the future, because of this, you know, it's going to be the place to find a Switch 2, but it's just not on official release day. Might be challenging, but after the fact, another kind of positive that why rush and buy from a third party? They wouldn't be promoting that at Best Buy. Like, they're gonna have Switch 2 available. You might just have to wait a few weeks if you miss out on the 5th. And nothing new on the multiverse or the McFarlane statues over here, but I mean, any day. I think I saw a video surface on Superman, so that stuff. And I'm not sure who's going to be the exclusive, if it's going to be, you know, Walmart or Target, but you know, we're gonna stop at a store. I just want to get want to get Superman, probably the McFarlane, and definitely the Superpowers. I'm all over that. Top 10 Nickelodeon shows of the 90s. Double Dare, one of my favorites. We all loved watching that. We always wanted to be on that show. If there was one game show, definitely Double Dare. Kenan and Kel, The Secret World of Alex Mack, Rocko's Modern Life, all that. Some of these I don't remember watching. The Amanda Show, like I don't remember the Amanda Show. Doug, I remember Doug. It was like do 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 do, like that kind of. You can still hear that theme song. Hey Arnold, The Wild Thornberrys, and Rugrats. Save the best for last. Stopping off to get some gas. Even brought my little gas can from my lawnmower. As soon as this fills up, I'm gonna put some in there. I go premium on both. I know it sounds crazy, but it's just what I've been doing. I'd have to say that my two favorite shows, Nickelodeon all time, would be You Can't Do That on Television and Double Dare. Also Hey Dude. Going three. I would go Hey Dude, Double Dare, You Can't Do That on Television. I think those three I watched the most out of any other show when I used to watch Nickelodeon. Man, that's gonna do it for today. Just wanted to stop by Hallmark, pick up a card from my aunt. I feel so sad for her. Nothing like losing a pet, you know? It's weird going to Hallmark without seeing all of the keepsake Christmas ornaments. We go there so much that I'm just so used to seeing it on that back wall. I want to thank everybody for watching. Well, this is a sadder day for me today. Actually the weather kind of gloomy. That's how I'm feeling today. So hopefully tomorrow, better days ahead. Thank everybody for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Just wanted to end the video with a couple of pictures I had on my phone of Blue. A couple of them my aunt sent me. And then I had a few that I have taken over the years, and kind of his little stomping grounds there in the hallway, and then a nice close-up shot years ago. And there's his sister Golda. And then, yeah, a year ago.